get it started in here.
Yes, here, and as you can see, actually there are two invisible friendship lines behind the diagram. The first one is behind Frank Whitehouse and they're good friends and they always go to sports club together. And the other one is here, Ursula Lin and Sweet Lee. And these two relationships are very important, and my roommate will use these two relationships to explain the solution we will provide later on. Next is, we try to put every major event in a story and put it into the timeline here, right here, so which can tell us something, some new things which we cannot discover just for the service analysis. And the two points I want to admit is here. First, joined Argos, the headquarters, about 1 year ago, and he started to work with Argos Europe 10 months ago, which means only these 2 months, Bird achieved his success in Argos headquarters. Just think about it. One man can unite all the cross division in such a big company in just 2 months. So what that means? So that's why the CEO, Bill, gave Bird such a high value and told Frank that Bird is the best they have. And he will provide you some clues about some reasons and some problems, and my roommate will discuss later on. And the second one is the time point I marked in red, because we believe these are the basic time point where the major events, the major conflicts, and the misunderstanding happen. The next one, so how we analyze this case. The first one, I try to give you some principal ideas behind the story, and it will be presented by me. And the second one is the reason for the problems and the corresponding solutions. And they will be presented into two aspects, the first and the themes, and they will be presented by Lin-Wan and the principal Harusty, my roommate. And the last one, we try to use what we found during our analysis and apply into our case. And this part will be presented by Sinan. Next one, at the end of the story. Actually, at the end of the story, Whitehouse had to use his own judgment to choose, to decide if Bird stay here and keep working or sending back to the US. About the first one, if Bird stay, as we can see from the article, obviously, all the managers, all the staff are not happy with Bird. So Bird himself could be the reason because the whole United plan failed. So how about sending back to the US? It's not good as well, because the CEO, the Bill, will be the first one to be angry with Frank, because during their couple of phone contacts, he asked Whitehouse to make it happen, to make it work. And Bill also promised a senior management position for Whitehouse in the headquarters. So if Bird is sent back to the US, then Whitehouse may lose the opportunity to get his promotion. And the others, actually there are other payment costs we have to consider about it. And we cannot find it in the article. However, we found some references to support it. Here, the payment of repatriation. The first one is the cost here. So if Bird is sent back to the US, this is the cost. $250,000 to $1 billion. The Argos have to pay for this failure. It's from Harrison 1994. And the second one, Argos, the organization, have to pay billions of dollars for this failure. And we can even calculate the opportunity, the time, and probably the relationship with clients or suppliers that they can possibly lose during this failure. And the last one, which means if Bird is sent back to the US, there are around 30 to 40% of possibility Bird will leave Argos in 2 years. It's from here, the references. So if Bird is sent back to the US, Argos not only lose the money, billions of dollars, but also lose the human capital, the good human resources. So the point is, why Whitehouse had to make this tough decision? because they are all due to the conflict, the misunderstanding in the case we already know, and my groupmate, Lynn and Linda and Anne will present and discuss further with you. So, you.
Thank you. Okay, next topic is about problem and solution.